Welcome back. Scott Brooks returning to Kamloops. He is a bass baritone who has played all over the world, lived in Europe, performed with many different orchestras, and here you are back in Kamloops. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm happy to be back.
It's great to have you back. You are performing this weekend with the KSO. The Apotheosis of the Dance is the name of the performance. It's at the Sagebrush. But you started in Kamloops at the Sagebrush Theatre with the production of Oliver. What year would have that been?
That was 2003. That was my last year of high school. I was 18.
Wow. And so was it at that point that you knew, or did you already know, I want to sing and this is what I'm going to do?
No, this all came completely out of left field. My mother suggested I audition for the show because I'd done theater, but I'd never been a singer, not much of a musician at all. So she pushed me out in front of Bruce Dunn, who was part of the panel for that audition. And Bruce made me sing for him, which was awful. I got about a minute into a Frank Sinatra song, and he said, "I'm going to stop you right there. Thank you."
I can just envision this happening. I really can. Bruce is a little bit intimidating, right? Especially for an 18-year-old.
He is. He's got this voice. He's got this self-possession and this kind of way of just subtly making fun of you, no matter what the subject is.
Yes, but it seems as though you got a part in that production.
He liked something he heard in my voice, just the timbre and the color, and so based on that audition, hilariously, they gave me Bill Sykes, the villain in Oliver.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that was back in 2003.
Yeah.
And how did that play change your world? A lot, I guess, right?
It altered everything. Bruce introduced me via the Festival for the Performing Arts here to Nancy Hermiston, who was director of voice and opera at UBC. She was up here adjudicating that festival. So Bruce introduced me to her, and again, based just on Bill Sykes' song, she asked me to join the opera program at UBC. And prior to that, I had no vision of myself at all as a singer or a musician.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. I know. Don't worry about science. Don't worry about finishing math. You're just going to become a major singer. Let's listen. Let's listen to Scott. Hold on a second. We'll take a look. So we're just gonna let that play out for a minute. That is quite a voice, Scott Brooks. You didn't know that even lived in you until you were 18 years old?
Yeah.
How does that happen? You've had training now and all of this stuff, but it was there. It was there.
It was there. It was some kind of timbre. The way my skull resonates when I just go, ah. And that's what Bruce heard. This is the kind of germ or the seed of the voice of an opera singer.
Yes. Very impressive. Where are you at this performance?
This is the Chapelle Historique du Bon Pasteur in Montreal. This was a series of demo videos that Opéra de Montréal set us up to record. You want me to introduce the piece or talk a little bit about the piece?
Well, we don't need to talk so much about this piece. It's just so overwhelming hearing your voice like that. We need to know about the apotheosis of dance. That's what you're doing this weekend.
Yes. Now, apotheosis means, it's a Greek word meaning ascent to divinity. My contribution to the concert, the five songs, the five old American songs by Aaron Copland, touch somewhat on the subject of dance. The first song in the set is called "The Boatman Dance," but it's a somewhat bawdy song. These are five folk songs that Aaron Copland developed for voice and orchestra, and they all sort of existed in the ether 100 or 150 years before he recorded them and set them down. But that contributes to the overall theme of the concert program in that regard, at least.
We're already out of time. Do you like that?
That's amazing. This just flew by. I can't
Well, we
believe
just
it.
started, truly. We could have had you on for 5 more minutes. This, though, is taking place at the Sagebrush Theatre Saturday night. It's a single performance, is that right?
That's correct.
If you like bass baritone, you don't want to miss this. Scott Brooks is from Kamloops. He has done a whole bunch in his career, and he's back for one night. If you would like to check him out, you absolutely should. You should probably buy Bruce Dunn a coffee while you're here. It sounds like you owe him a little bit.
I owe him a lot.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Susan. It was
All
great.
right. Take us at kamloopslive.ca.